Alright, let's check the demographics again. It is F9 if you are wondering. We are now 6th on literacy, so we are catching up slowly. We are still doing very well on production and growth, but can't get much because of unhappiness. And we have by far the most land, which is also expected. As soon as we are happy again, you will see the population completely explode, and every time a city reaches 6 population, we will get an additional inhabitants, so that 6th population point is essentially free. The Japanese are wandering around here with 4 units. I don't think they are a significant threat, and we are friends with them, so I don't mind too much, but I will not be renewing our open borders because I don't like poking around my territory. Another piece of salt, and soon another piece of silver, I expect.
Is the following
Right now, I am going to spam a little bit more pagodas because we need the happiness and we have enough faith for now. So, let's see. Pagoda Ikea, you don't have pagoda, that was too which means another city. Okay, so this one will have some power. That is why I waited so long to get it, but we no longer have much choice because we ran out of land. This city here will Colosseum. This one will build in Colosseum or a mid, but I think Colosseum is more important. This one will build a shrine. Actually, first. Because at this point we are limited by our social policies rather than by our very well. More marble, we can trade, and our city is already converted and with pressure 66 or 66. Even as far as New York, it's everywhere 66 pressure, and that is because of our weight spreading further. I think the Japanese are trying to attack city-state. I think that very foolish because city-state will completely destroy them if they come all the way.
I trust you are a friend to liberty. I'm listening.
You can buy
No,
some more salt.
of course not. Is the following true?
And it is high time that we find another civilization so that we can start trading our excess luxuries. Because otherwise we are going to be in trouble. Why am I building this Colosseum? Because I want the Circus Maximus. Unlike the Colosseum, the Circus Maximus gives you global happiness, which can be used anywhere. So that will help us cut down on the penalty we get for building a lot of cities, and it should help keeping our unhappiness a little more. Here we have 6 iron, which will soon be working. It's just 6, that's good enough. This one has 2 uses left, so he can convert Kyoto and Osaka.
Do not wait to strike till the iron is hot, but make it hot by striking.
Let's check if Ramses is running correctly. Yes, it is. Versus. Now, let's see which city still needs a religious mosque. You see, we only have the occupation, so with the mosque and the which gives 3 happiness, we only need 2 happiness. Colosseum as well. And that is why I maybe should have taken ceremonial burial. But yeah, I think that is more important. If we had not taken it, we would get 36, so we would get minus 20, and that would be pretty terrible. Here we have Colosseum. This one, Stoneworks. And load. Because pretty soon, saying pretty soon, and I mean in maybe 20 turns, we are going to get a lot of happiness from meritocracy. Let us check in on religion. Eastern Orthodoxy, temples, primacy, and shrines that give happiness, so they are reasonably good. Fate. This one has relatively weak features. Plus one culture, it's very weak. Religious idols, it's very weak. Defenders of the faith is almost useless. And plus 2 production if the city has a specialist. This is okay, but not great. So we are by far the best religion. And Hinduism has a lot of things that are almost useless. Monasteries, they can double if you would miss a pagodas or another building. Now, that is done. Go for the monument. And we switch back to mosques. More. And 8 fate by 235 and 32 tourism. As you can see, we are at 41.5% influence over America, 28.5 over Japan, and it is 580. So we have almost won this part of the game just by interest. Now I will have to meet more ships, so that will be a priority uh, very soon actually after this. But first I'm going to create a cargo ship because these will be very a great work. Another 2 tourism.
Valmiki the poet.
Away can go there. Finish that farm and the road. Finish the salt. And finish the farm. Pretty easy. And then we are going. With all these colosseums, pagodas, cathedrals, when that is all up, if you include plus 1 population from size 6, we can be neutral towards what happens until everything is 7, which is just a really awesome. Get another worker. Happiness is 5, plus 4 from city is 9, which is well within limits. Well within, meaning if it one more, we will get them. So, very well. 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles, 1, 4 tiles. Road is just a little premature. We will need that happens back. That is our next plan. Of course, these cities cannot connect to the capital yet. The cities they need and road all that up. So they will have to wait until farmers. But that will not be too horribly, I think. After metal casting is done, we will become compass. We are done. Very good. I cook those deer. My missionary here, not Kyoto, just for diplomacy. I really would prefer if it didn't have it, but I can avoid that right now. I'll zoom out a bit more, it may be more convenient for you. I usually know what is where, and if you don't have control over the screen, it may be a little more convenient to be zoomed out, I guess. So, our model is done. We'll go check with our friends if they want any of it.
おう、先に進
Yes,
め。
he will buy it, but I would much rather trade.
I trust you are a friend to
But more
liberty.
than something to trade for. So,
おう、
Naga will be buying
進めよ。
35. That puts us at 500, which means that it is time to buy a mercantile city-state. In this case, I think Zanzibar is a good candidate. That will give us 65 influence plus 19, that's 84, which means that we will have about 30 turns of happiness. That gives us 7 happiness, which means that we are almost back into the positive. Workers can go work something. Tile. Around. Then it needs to start working. Mission. Kyoto. Here we will be building part one. We should be building because the production in this city is going to be really bad for a very long time, and the watermill will help a lot. 2 food, 1 production, which means that it's basically a food tile. 4 tile, but a food tile. As you can see, these tiles will work, but these, it would be 5 turns to go, even with the unhappiness. So we will be doing that as more precision. Here we will have markets. Next turn we will have a pagoda or a mosque. And that should give us into neutral again. See, we're at 0. No focus information. And that means that we can heavily grow back. We're going to build that up. You there. You. I think you should be building one here. And then after this, I'm actually going to build a few units just to make sure that Washington doesn't
Good day.
get any funny ideas.
I'm listening.
The city-state on this point should help reduce some problem. Initial attack, if he attacks the lines, we will probably put walls there. But if he attacks Varna, he will get impeded by the sounds of once plus it has the defenses. And or it has ground protected, it has 3 sea tiles, and it has this little lake, which means that only one unit can do it. I think some allies. Our cargo ship is done. Should get transport food. Transfer is no. And we can be there for Decapitate them with contact with it. You can form here. Here. We get a policy in 13 turns. That is something that I want to do. In meanwhile, we are at 107 favors and our tourism has risen. At this pace, we are going to be able to buy 1 book per turn, which is absolutely crazy. Now, time to automatic purchases. Here, you actually start loading features. It's converted. Not better. Or it's I'm going to go for the Colosseum. I really want that. This will be Christmas. And after all that's done, I'm ships. And the noble Colosseum should be another point of happiness. Let's see.
おう、
Naga,
先に進め。
so work
承知いたした。
friends with you. And you can now, actually we'll do horseback riding first and then compass. We don't need service or education, just you can actually visit the workshop. Library? Actually, first, you won't have much, and the national college will be required. Here. The Japanese are coming back from their unsuccessful excursion to lava, which is funny of course because there's no conclusion. Maybe they went to clear this camp. It is possible. I didn't see a quest from Byzantium to do that, but it's definitely this. Forward and place pressure on it. You can farm there, your tile, but it will only be good as soon as civil service, which will provide upgrades. I want to grow because growth means more to it. And now it's just a matter of keeping our ally, which should be relatively they want a trade route, perhaps I can accommodate them somewhere in the near future. Hmm. Up here, we are going to workshop first. Actually, no, lighthouse first. This touching a lot. And this big monument, because we really need the culture. The social policies are gonna help us out tremendously. We will want to go into this region so we can get a lot of bonuses from this tree for our tourism. And then later on we probably want exploration for the Louvre and perhaps uh, finish up piety, although I do not think that is really Catholicism. This theocracy is a very poor policy. I almost never take it, even if I took these four. Theocracy, a great prophet is good, but I rarely settle them, and even if you settle them, it doesn't add much. Temples providing extra 10% gold. If your city is generating very little gold, then that 10% isn't gonna help much. It wasn't great in Gods and Kings where you had gold tiles. Now without the gold tiles, it's just tremendously bad. Now we're going to pick up this tile. And now we have reached a point where cities can grow without hitting unhappiness, because their local happiness was kept. So it will not be a problem if they start growing really quickly.
Oh,
With the cows, you start with the roads. And we are going to compass because I want to get a harbor established in my capital and start with trade instruments. Workshop is next on the list. Yep, wasn't it? Wait. So what's that? As you can see, Washington's capital is 90 population now, which is far bigger than our capital, which is I think 10. But he has 3 cities, 2 of them seem relatively weak. His capital is just big with not much of interest in it. He has a few knights and a few pikemen, but that is not really a threat. And now we can go to this. Cities just grew. Okay, that's all. In about 6 more turns, this will all be solved. Moving to 2, 5, 6, 7 turns. And that happiness is global, so it will solve the number of city problems. It will give us a little more leeway with the capital, and in general, it just solves all problems that we have. road. You can build the road. These cities are connected. The workshop. And we can start making start so it is. And there is Washington. That could be serious issue.
おう。ちゃんと聞いておる。
Let's see if he wants to go to
以下の件についてご賛同いただければ、誠にありがたく存じ上げまする。
resources.
以下の件についてご賛同いただければ、誠にありがたく存じ上げまする。承知いたした。先に進め。 以下の件についてご賛同いただければ、誠にありがたく存じ上
But
げま
I
す。
think, considering the circumstances, it would be best to have them fight each other for a little while. That'll make it easier in the future to have them fight again, and for now I just really don't want to fight on these silly units when I'm still working on my happiness. That does mean that I will be preparing to do some combat with our friend in the near future. As soon as that workshop here is done, I will be forced to barracks, and then I will produce a few home, and that should